Hey, greetings everyone, it's GleeCon, and I'm back again, bringing you another episode of Lore of Warcraft, and I thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I don't think that this is an accurate outfit that my girl's wearing here. It always does that, but on the last episode we were carried through Dead Mines, we turned in all the Dead Mines quests, and that was enough to ding old Glee Contessa here to 20, and because of that, we have some Paladin work to do, so stay a while and listen as we do the level 20 Paladin questline. We're going to do as much of it as we can. I'm going to not run late in honor of my wife's requests because it's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. Have a good one. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to my daughter's house. We're having family brunch as soon as I finish this video. So, let's check it out right here. This is a question mark because it's technically repeatable, I guess, until you complete it. If you screw it up or whatever, or abandon it, you can come back and get another Tome of Valor from this guy.
It has been proven that the light is with you, adventurer, but as times grow more dangerous, it becomes important to know what strength lies beneath the flesh. When demons, dragons, or any other evil set foot in your lands, your mettle will be tested. Will you be strong enough? Bravery, regardless of the situation, is as much a part of paladinhood as the light, your armor, and your weapon. Protecting the weak and not losing faith are two more lessons you must master while you study in the Cathedral of Light.
Okay, so this is kind of really like a two-part quest thing. So we're gonna pick up. We did the repeatable portion of the quest. I'm not gonna go into the spreadsheet and click each time, but we can look at it here. So technically, if you look at Paladin here, Tome of Valor 1 was really the repeatable version. We'll have to take a look and see if that counted, you know, how that works. I might have to add a repeatable thing in there, but here's the next step. Valor and all the virtues that go along with it are like rare minerals. You must cherish them when you find them because of their value, but you must also take time to harvest them, refine them. When mixed together properly, a strong alloy is formed, sometimes unbreakable by even the most powerful blows. This strength, your faith, your bravery must be tested. You must learn to never lose faith and realize that with the power of the light you can overcome things that most others cannot. On it. Alright, so we turn that into someone. Oh, the same dude. So just gonna be like, yeah, I read the book. I'm now, like, more valorous.
Ah, you wish to petition me for a test of valor. Splendid. There are many tasks throughout the city and surrounding lands that hold much challenge, and they could use a woman with your skills. This test should not be taken lightly, adventurer. This, like many things along our path, could take our lives. The Church always wishes to bolster its ranks, but it understands the sacrifices needed to ensure the paladins serving it are worthy. Are you prepared?
Alright, so that's the second step of Test of Valor.
Good. Your lack of hesitation is a sure sign that you are prepared and eager to test yourself. So be it. At the very ends of Westfall's longshore, a small house overlooks the ocean. There, a couple lives, the Stillwells. Jordan is an incredible smith, and he's gone to Ironforge to meet with the dwarves for a while, but this has left Daphne, his wife, alone and unprotected. Reports suggest that the Defias have all but taken over the area. Daphne may need some protection from the villains. Go there.
Alright, so, yes, I understand, robot. I say it wrong. Defias. Oh, see, this is what she should look like. Fully bedecked in new gear, new pants, red shoulder pads, big axe. Alright, so we will eventually be coming back here to pick up some of these quests, but right now we're going to fly. Actually, is our Hearthstone still? No, it's not. I forgot. On my mage, I do the dry runs on, I typically keep it, I keep the... Because he can teleport everywhere, I keep the Hearthstone to whatever zone I'm questing in, so I can kind of bop back and forth as needed. Alright, so I remember this quest. We've done this one on camera too with old Erator. This is way out there. If you look on the quest, the Westfall map, oh, you can already see down there. So basically we go down to where the Murlocs are and that fishing guy is. Actually, I don't remember. We might need to buy that other recipe so that now that we have tons of gold, that might be good. We have everything we need, right? Yeah, because we got the flash of light. That was our most recent. Let me double check before we fly away. Paladin talents classic. No, not talents. I spelled talents wrong anyway. Skills. There we go. We want the ones that are level 20. It was exorcism. Yeah, we did get it. Flash of light. What? Sense undead? I didn't get that. Why didn't we get sense undead? Did I just not pay for it? That's not an important skill, so I'll pay for it next time, but... Huh. Weird. But I don't have that. I might have just missed buying it. Or maybe it's not at level 20. I don't know. How did I miss that one? Let's check that out there. Because that is a thing, and I have that on... Is there a prereq to that? Now I feel like I want to go buy it. It's a level 20. We got the flash of light. We got the exorcism. We got the upgrade to devotion aura. Right. It's classic. It's holy. Alright, now I feel like we must have missed it somehow. Okay, we're going back. We're going back. I can't not have that skill. The OCD in me is too strong. Then we'll fly to Westfall. If there was a paladin trainer in Westfall, we could do that too. Bam! Right on the bird. Actually, maybe it was next to him. You know, everyone likes to run around and give buffs, which is nice. I appreciate it, particularly if a druid's running by. Man, that Mark of the Wild is just OP. Best buff in the game. But when paladins give me a buff, or when I am a paladin, I'm like, who cares? It's a 5-minute buff. Not even worth it. Which, that's one of the things I like about retail. Just get rid of that. What's the point of a 5-minute buff? What's the point of a 2-minute buff, really? Like, you are basically... You know people want those buffs up at all times. So, can't you bake it in other ways? Because basically it's just giving you one more little thing to juggle that's not fun to juggle. When you could just overall depress the mana, if that's what the goal is to make them cast that over and over again for mana. Just depress their mana value. Or make their other moves cost a little bit more mana or rage in the case of the warriors, whatever it is. Dude, I think I forgot to buy Sense Undead. Can I talk to you about that? I don't see Sense Undead. Does he not have it? Is he like too dumb? Do you get that?
May the light protect you this day.
Only light. See, I don't see Sense Undead. Weird. Did I put my general tag? No. So yeah, see, I'm not missing it. It's just not there. Why? Dang it. Shouldn't close that tab. Paladin skills. So what's the deal with Sense Undead? It's not Season of Discovery. Whoa, what is... Oh. Would I accidentally go into Season of Discovery? I don't want any of that. Okay, so what's the... Look, and now it's not appearing. No, it is right there. Okay. It is taught by a book, which is a reward from the quest that we're on right now. Oh, well, that's why. Thank you for wasting time with me, everyone. I think we spent 5 minutes figuring out why I don't have access to a move that I'm literally in the process of getting that I will also absolutely never use, not even one time. I mean, I get it like from an RP perspective, thematically, why it's cool. But when would you ever have the... Unless you're fighting invisible undead, I'm not... Oh my gosh. I can't even to that person in the chat there. You can zoom in and read their name and their comment. So yeah, I kind of did not know my daughters were gonna want me over so early, which is a bumski, because I my plan was make this video and then go to the store. The present that I ordered my wife, which I talked about for Mother's Day, didn't get here yet. That's not a big deal. It'll be here in a day or two. We're all adults. We can wait a day or two.
These great beasts know paths that you
But I have a
can't
time
find on
bomb
foot.
waiting up
They'll
there
get you there
because
fast and maybe show you something new at the same time.
for some reason, my wife is just big on cards. Don't know why. She's why that industry exists, and I didn't get one. I completely spaced on it. I've just been so busy at work. My thought was I would run out today, because we need to go to the store anyway, and I would get one when I'm out. But I don't have enough time to run to the store, so then I was like, well, I like an hour would be cutting it too tight. My town is like kind of big with everything spaced apart. It takes like 20 minutes plus to drive to the store one way. So it'd be cutting it tight. My son's worse than me though. I told him earlier in the week, I kept reminding him, and then last night at like 11, he found something on Amazon that he wanted to order her, which of course I'll pay for, because he can't save his allowance for that. I mean, I give him $10 a week for chores. So that's pretty good. I feel like that's way more than I was making at that age. Alright, let's make the walk here. But, yeah. Anyway. So, my daughters at least are, doing their thing. They said they want to make us lunch or brunch or whatever. So, I'm gonna go get mediocre, possibly bad food cooked, because they're in their early 20s and have not mastered their craft yet. I am also not typically a breakfast guy, but oh well. Also, I just hate I don't know, I feel like there's so many arbitrary holidays out there, and I'm like, Christmas? Yeah, give me some Christmas. I'm all about Christmas. That's about it. I don't care. Thanksgiving, I understand that there's value in all of the other ones. I am a religious person. I like the religious aspect of Easter. And when the kids were younger, the pageantry and the family that comes along with Easter egg hunts or Thanksgiving dinners or whatever, the 4th of July and stuff like that. I loved it, but now that my youngest son is 13 and my older kids are in their 20s, and I'm just like done. Because I don't really care about any of it, except Christmas. I do love setting up for Christmas. I do like getting a real tree and decorating and putting up the lights. I do like shopping for presents, but maybe that part of me will wither and die too with time. I don't know. But for today, it's really not about me. It doesn't matter what I care about. It's about my wife and the mother of my children. And, hopefully the girls will treat her right. But yeah, I basically have a time bomb ticking, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this card situation. If I end up getting an opportunity to run to the store, I don't know. Maybe she'll be cool about it, but that is like 5% chance. It's pretty much never happened, but maybe it could happen. She's already annoyed because there's a basketball game tonight that I want to watch. So she's already like mildly annoyed that that's going to happen, and I might have to be like multitasking watching that one, or not watch it. The last one was pretty rough anyway. So, all right. Here's I want to stop and visit this guy. So that was inside the mind of Lecon. I missed the turnoff, but I wanted to talk to this dude anyway, because I felt like there was maybe one fish recipe that we could have learned, but I didn't have enough money for last time when we were out here.
Hello.
Already known. The spiced chili crab. So that's what it was. It costs a gold. I'm going to buy it just because I don't want to come back for it. It's a level 40 recipe that was a quarter of my money. Can't learn it till cooking 225, but we do have cooking available to go that high. No, we don't. I haven't gone to Ashenvale yet. Oh. Maybe I'm thinking about... I haven't done any of those. So, my fishing... I'm not ready. First aid, though, yeah, when we are doing this quest for the paladin stuff, to get the hammer when we pass through Arathi. Oh, it's around that mine. Stop hitting me, a buster. I think when I do the this quest can be tricky if you remember. It's so I need to get all my buffs going on, and I threw all of them out, which is perfect. There's that copper vein down there, but I'm not going to stress it right now. I do want the copper if I can get it. I can put a weapon sharpening stone if there's a copper vein. Right in the middle of her garden? It must be underneath. Okay, so this is, remember, the third step. I don't know that she can repair or anything. Let's talk to her.
Hello, adventurer. I'm assuming by all that armor and weapon of yours, you're either here to try and take my land, or the church finally sent someone to help protect me while my Jordan's gone. Well, let me introduce myself. I'm Daphne Stillwell. It's a pleasure. Now, you're not too late. I've only killed a half dozen of the scum since last sunup. They've been a little slow getting around the bend up there, but they probably saw you coming, which means they'll probably be here any minute.
Okay.
Now, they'll be coming again soon, I'd wager, so get yourself ready. I've got myself a gun in the house. I'll grab it and be ready to help you out, but for the most part, you're on your own. I've no idea how many they'll send, but I'm sure it'll be more than the few they sent earlier.
All right,
Ask
so...
the light for whatever blessings you can, because... Did you hear that? I think they're coming.
Great.
We make our stand near the house.
Okay.
Safe travel.
So, I did want to try to make a sharpening stone. I can make one. Stay close to me no matter what. I have my gun and ammo there. Okay, so this is about as good as it's going to get. Maybe I'll switch over to protection. I don't know if this is going to be good or not. Here they come. So at least they're strong. You won't ruin my land, you scum! Okay. Oh, I forgot to set the combo up for that. Oh, she's okay. She's actually drawing the threat for one of them. So that's actually pretty good. Okay.
You need something?
I don't know what happened with that, but I don't know if I have. Do I have any? I've got no. Oh, I do have cheese I can eat. That's good. I need some water. 72 with 2-2. That's actually good. Oh no. Okay. Okay. man. Gotta get this going. Okay. Just gotta keep the seal. I'm gonna have to use that potion. I don't remember how many waves there are. Okay, I don't have any stinking water. Anything. Can I make a bandage? Yeah, and then I can maybe use that. I have no mana. Oh my gosh. This is not gonna work very well. If I use my, yeah, if I use my, that takes all your mana up when you do that, though. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what a clutch level up. Oh man. I can't believe that. That was perfect timing. She's getting her butt whooped. I'm hoping this is the last. This is the last. She's okay. She'll survive. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? That was absolutely clutch. I cannot believe that that was where we leveled up. They're saying the Brotherhood will not tolerate your actions. Feel the power of the Brotherhood. One more down, one more down. We've done it, we've done it, we've driven them off. Meet me down by the orchard. I just need to put my gun away. Holy goodness. We had no buffs, we had no water. That was really what got us. Even just a little bit of water. So, come with drinks, man. Come with milk or something. Oh, man. Woo. I need time psychologically to recover from that. Thank goodness the first one dropped cheese. Maybe I should have stuck with Ret Aura on that one. Alright. Let's see. Well, I think we're going conviction now. Let's check let's check where we're at here. Gosh, that was rough. Okay, so oh no. I want this speed increase. Yeah, we gotta do Pursuit of Justice for 2 levels. Heck yeah. Okay. 4% movement speed, and we can get it up to an 8%, just an overall passive buff to movement. Wow. Okay, so that was, yeah, this was the 4th one.
We've done it, adventurer. Thank you for your help. You were truly amazing out there. I never thought a paladin could handle so many enemies at once. You've truly shown bravery in the face of overwhelming odds. Please, return to Duthorian and let him know that I'm safe for now. I have you and the church to thank for that. He'll send word to Ironforge to let my Jordan know that he has nothing to fear. Oh, how I miss my husband. I can't wait till he returns.
Alright, so this would be like the Protection Warriors quest or whatever. I'm a little bit bummed in one sense that we leveled up because that's just one more step away from getting that hammer, the awesome hammer at the lowest possible level. Don't make him a Strider. We also don't need his dumb shield. So we will learn how to cast Sense Undead, so I guess that's cool. But yeah, not a lot of. It's probably the single most useless paladin move, especially for a human paladin, because perception would already help me detect invisible things. I don't know if there's ever going to be a quest or a time when you're like, yes, glad I'm sensing those undead. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, yes, that is it. That is true. That's the orphans. She's taking them around to show them what it's like. So that's really, this is the paladin portion that can be done at level 20 easily is this one. I mean, that last one.
So
requires
we
some
meet
prep.
again, adventurer, and you are in high spirits, I see. The Stillwell home will be safe for another day, and from your story I see that there was no shortage of danger to be found. Well done. Daphne and Jordan have helped the church greatly, and having you protect their property and their very lives was the least we could do for them. For your valor, you will be rewarded. Actually, I have no doubt that Jordan himself would like to thank you. And seeing as I need a messenger to send word that his wife is safe, I think you'd be a perfect choice. Jordan was to be a paladin of the light before his dedication to his father's craft took him on another path. He's intimately familiar with our way of life and is considered among our most faithful. He should still be in Ironforge. He likes to work outside the gates during the day, something about the cool mountain air.
Alright, so we've now passed the test of valor completely. And now we're moving on to the test of righteousness, which is a much cooler quest line. If you look, you can pick up the quest of righteousness. It says that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 parts to this, but this is the doozy quest line. We did this one also. This is where we have got to. I think I might have done a lot of this off camera and just talked about it, but this will send us. We'll have to go to Darnassus for part of it. Somebody just asked if anyone needed a Darnassus portal. We will, but first we have to go to Ironforge. We will have to go to, yeah, because we'll have to go into the, at least right inside the entrance to Black Fathom Deeps. We'll have to mess around with that. That should be up in here. We will also have to go to Loch Modan for part of it, where the ogres are. That's going to be a little bit tough. And then we also have to go into Shadowfang Keep. So we have all of those things kind of waiting for us as we unofficially explore those lands. Where's the gnomish thing? There it is. Transport. So we're going to Ironforge for the first test of righteousness. Yeah, so even though it says it requires these 5 steps, like, one of the quests is basically 3 quests in one. We're not going to get to all of it, but we'll try to get at least pieces of this done. And then we'll save the Shadowfang Keep part till last. So this all told might take us a few episodes. I can't believe that I survived on that last part. I gotta sell this shield because there's never a situation where I'm going to be using it. But basically, if you remember, or maybe you don't, or maybe you weren't there for those episodes, over here where the elite ogres are, one of the things we need to do is get some ore, because we're going to basically be building this awesome weapon. And it truly is awesome. So that ore will be... Oh, that's part of it. Also, I'm only 17 with axes, so my axe skill is a little low. Yeah, so we'll need to go over to the ore and get that. Another piece is we need to be over in Black Fathom Deeps, where you actually get the quest from Aberdeen. Then you have to go down into Black Fathom Deeps. That's actually probably the easiest one. I think maybe we'll do that one. I don't know. We're gonna be up here, so we kind of need to go. Yeah, the third one is in Shadowfang Keep. You don't have to do the whole dungeon. It's pretty early in, but you have to get past the first boss. So I kind of want to. I think maybe what we'll do is we'll go do the lock first. And then we will fly from there. Do I already have wetlands opened? I don't. We haven't been there. So I guess we'll make our walk from the lock over to wetlands to take the Menethil Harbor boat. So that's the path we'll start today on this. So it's not really, and we'll just get as far as we can on that because we're already a little bit past the halfway point. So My hope is that we can... I think we can at least get the ogre part done. And then what we'll do is... we'll have this moment. The real tricky part is going to be... can we recruit aid? We're going to need a help. We're going to need help with the Shadowfang Keep part. We could two-man it if necessary. I have two-manned it. The one time I did this with Erator, and I can't remember if I did that with you guys on camera or not. I two-manned it. But a lot of times, if you want to do these class quests to really maximize the benefit of the rewards, you've gotta do it early, as early as possible, which typically means you can't do it on your own. So, like I just did the level 30 mage quest to get my awesome Frost Mage wand. Really made my character a lot better, but to do that at level 30, you have to run Scarlet Monastery Library, which is... that's a tough sell. You definitely can't solo it. You can hardly even... basically can't even find a group that wants to take you when you're level 30. So you need help from others, and then there's some stuff in Arathi where you have to kill a bunch of level 38s and 39s. Well, you need help with that.
Good day, adventurer.
Or
The
a target
light is
dummy.
with you, I trust. What's that? You were sent by Duthorian? My wife, how is she? I knew there was going to be trouble if I left. Please tell me she's... oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad that she's safe. The Defias were a threat long before these attacks, but now the King's advisors cannot deny it. What else did Duthorian have to say? You're the one that was sent to protect my wife? Then I thank you again, adventurer. I couldn't think of a better test of valor than that.
Yep, I did it for you, buddy.
I'd like to reward you if you'd be willing to accept
Yeah,
such
puberty.
a thing. Don't misunderstand me. My generosity is dependent on how much help you can be. But I see us both benefiting greatly from such an alliance. I will craft for you a weapon worthy of what you've accomplished, a symbol of paladinhood and the light. But you must gather the items I need to craft it. I've already started taking notes on the items. It just requires someone brave and skilled enough to recover them. What do you say, adventurer?
Absolutely. Okay, so this is possibly the most useful class quest equipment item that you can get in the game, in my opinion, because it bestows, especially if you're a Ret Pally. Now, the warrior stuff is right up there with it. There are some pretty awesome warrior weapons. I just haven't completed those myself. On Classic, and it all changes after, so I will be completing that, but unfortunately on my warrior that I'm running the trial show with behind the scenes is with my wife, and we're already like level 40 and I still haven't done it, so it's not going to be as much of a upgrade. I forgot that I never got the flight path here. Well, I'm glad I'm coming to get it now, because I want to fly us into that thing. Thank goodness that I came here. But look, how's my first aid looking? Alright.
Wildhammer dwarves might have fast
Okay, over to Lochmadon. Thank goodness I got that.
Airy peak griffins stand the heat of the great forge.
Alright, let's...
I think not.
And this guy's... okay, let's read it. Let's read the notes. So, before I go any further, let me thank you again for everything you've done for my wife and I. You saved her life, and for that, I owe you far more than I could possibly repay in 100 lives. She's everything to me. If she would have died, well, I don't know what I would have done. Here's the list of things you'll need to recover if I'm going to forge a holy weapon for you. I put them in order of what I thought was easiest to hardest. I hope that makes it simpler for you. Some good whitestone oak. Before it was taken over, the mines below Moonbrook and Westfall had an abundance of the lumber. Crap, I forgot about that step. We're going to have to run dead mines again. We just ran it. I just got a carry. That stinks. They used it in the construction of some of their more important lattices and tools because of its resilience to heat and pressure. It was brought down here after being shipped from overseas somewhere. It's a rare wood that is plenty strong enough to be used in the crafting of your weapon. If any of it's left in the mines, then the goblin wood carvers would have it. Refined ore. There is a dwarf in Thelsamar, a smith that I trained with for some time named Bailor Stonehand. He makes a very special alloy that I think would be perfect for your weapon. I expected a shipment of the alloy to arrive while I was in Ironforge, but I have yet to hear word from him. Find him and check on the shipment, and if he's no longer in Lochmadan, I would at least know what's happened to my old teacher. Smithing hammer, before the coming of the plague and Arthas' betrayal, so we have to go to Bailor's war shipment. I lived in a town called Pyrewood, deep within the beautiful forest of Silverpine. The forest isn't nearly as beautiful as it once was, and the keep where I learned the secret of steel has long since become corrupt and foul, overrun with creatures of unimaginable evil. When my wife and I made our escape from what is now called Shadowfang Keep, we left some of our most precious possessions. I'll read that. We'll finish reading that in a minute. We gotta talk to this dude. Maybe he's under here. So, 2 of the quests, the 2 that are not dungeon quests, they task you with doing these sort of mini side quests to get there. Oh, okay. What am I missing? Oh, he's under here. I forgot that we gotta stinking run dead mines again. You don't have to run the whole thing, but you do need, like, half of it.
Ugh, you startled me, woman. Can't you see I was lost in thought? What's that? Jordan's shipment for Ironforge? Oh, yeah, I know what you speak of. Mogrosh Ogres. That's who took me old friend's ore shipment. Caravan was heading here from the wetlands and was ambushed. The guard who survived their attack just passed away a few days ago. Healer couldn't get to him fast enough. If you want the shipment, you'll have to head northeast across the loch. It's got to be there somewhere.
Alright, so in my opinion, that where he's writing the notes, if you think about like what's soloable versus not, I disagree with his instructions. When my wife and I made our escape from what's now called Shadowfang Keep, we left some of our most precious possessions. So we need that hammer. Among them, the smithing hammer my father gave me. I doubted it in my youth, but he always told me the hammer was enchanted, and it's the last reminder I had of him before he was killed by the Scourge. Bring me my hammer, Glee Contessa, so I may use it as a focus for my passion. Across this, hopefully we don't get eaten by a creature. If it is indeed enchanted, then it will only aid us both. I left it in the stables in the main courtyard of the keep. Unless the creatures there have taken up smithing themselves, then I expect it to still be lying there. A core gem, from the tales I've been told. The gems are used by some spellcasters to hold energy for their magics, making them even deadlier. A night elf I once helped, Thunderous Windreaver, can tell you more, since you'll be speaking on my behalf. I believe one of the gems' stored energies can be used in your weapon's creation. When last we spoke, Thunderous was in Aberdeen, a town deep within Darkshore, the corrupted forest that dots the coast underneath the shadow of the Night Elf homeland. Okay. So, oh, there's Copper Vein underwater here. All these evil Threshodons. I guess they're not as strong when you are actually level appropriate. So, I don't know how, I mean, this is a level 22 quest. Obviously, you can get it at 20. I don't know why they are calling it level 22. It's all 22 elite. Yeah, it's considered a level 22 dungeon quest. So that's a bummer that we're going to need a repeat trip into Dead Mines for this. But maybe I can at least get a partial carry or something. We'll look for help. That'll be something that we start looking for. What we'll also do is we'll keep an eye out on the chat. Not today, because we only have maybe 15 minutes. But we'll just keep an eye out as we play. So this one's a little bit tricky because the only thing that's good is I believe the ore shipment's just in a chest. We might have to kill an ogre or two. But we most likely can escape this without doing too much. And then we'll start making our run to the wetlands. So at least we can have one of the 4 pieces. Oh. We need to fish. Let's get our freaking priorities straight, man. I don't know what I'm doing not fishing. like a dum-dum. Because we need to be now at 105. I do think we're geared up decently well. And the good thing about running dead mines again is we have a chance at more gear, but all of the gear you'll probably get out of dead mines is the best gear are two-handed weapons, which none of them will be as good as our paladin hammer. So part of me wants to like drop it first. I'm gonna stick with the protection, devotion, or whatever for now. But it's, you know, you need protect. Oh, I don't know what you do with the raw luck frenzy. Maybe there's a recipe for that. I'm gonna probably have to pop another one of these potions. I mean scrolls. I have a bunch of them. That says 21. Does that mean it's a level 21 weapon? This requires level 16. Okay, 102. Lock is a decent place for fishing at this level. And that's, you know, it's boring, but I'd rather take like 2 minutes of, you know, 2-3 minutes of boredom every level than a marathon. This guy says, I mean, they're trying to get a party for that. I don't want the whole dungeon, though. I don't want those quests. I just want to go in and out. I don't want to get tied to a whole group over this. What's our fishing looking like? I mean, our fishing's pretty good. Those greens probably won't cut it. We need one. We'll most likely get some clams when we start fighting the murloc. The naga. Ugh, I'm most disappointed. I completely forgot about the dead mines part. And not that that's going to be like challenging per se. We'll either get part of a group or we'll get someone to run us partly or the whole way. Or the sheet to time my world buffs. This guy's trying to plan his life around when the world buffs are. Thanks. Discord. Yeah. Question sounds staged. I don't think so. I don't think it sounds staged. I think it seems... Okay, there we go. Done fishing. Get the rock slicer back on. Okay, put our buff. We got 5 minutes of armor. We got 5 minutes of sharpness on our weapon. 5 minutes on this buff. Can we go smash and grab and get this ore shipment in 5 minutes? You don't technically have to kill anything. That's another good part of this. We just have to get there. And if people are trying to get to the quest, yeah, like this guy, like this little team, by all means, if they can get in there and clear the way for us a little bit. I'm all about it. I just need this particular ore shipment. Okay. Look at this guy, he's like messing with me, that stupid ogre. Okay. Alright, so this ogre's messing with me, bro. Oh, he resisted my stun. Oh, man. Ow. So I'm glad that they're helping me out. Just got canvas shoulder pads. I don't need that. So, I didn't want to draw two. I don't remember where. I think I could probably take my time and kill like one at a time if need be. But I don't need that. There's more people fighting right there. I love that. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go. They're running that way. I'm gonna let them pull. Another paladin. Here's supposedly the ore. It's marked on the map right there. We go. There's the ore shipment. So that's it. I'm done. I can flee this place now. Help this paladin out. I'll help the fellow pally. I'll help the friend in need. And maybe they can get their ore shipment. Maybe that's what they're working on. Alright. I guess I should have helped them too. Okay. So that was it. We already have one of the four. Why is it not showing? Yeah, see, we've got the ore shipment. It's not showing on this. Sometimes Questy does where it kind of lags behind. Alright, so now we're done with the Loch Modan place. And, I mean, not forever. Loch Modan, this is actually the next zone that we need. So, one step down. Now we're going to work on going to the Darkshore Heart. That's going to be a pinch harder, but we're essentially doing something very similar. We're going to go to Black Fathom Deeps. We just need to kill Naga. In my experience, I don't know what the actual drop rate is. Oh, that's why we don't have it. We need to go back to this dude. I totally forgot. You got to turn in the box to him, and then that gives you the quest. Dang it, I would have gone right across the lake had I known that. Alright, so we'll have time to turn that in and we'll start the walk. I'm not even going to care. Wherever we are along the road, we'll cut that. We'll just cut the video. What time? I can't remember if it's around 40 or 45 that I started. 40, we got 12-ish minutes. So right around 45. Yeah, so that's the easiest one, in my opinion. That's easier. I don't care any way you slice it. That is easier than trying to run dead mines. So I don't know why the dude counted lumber as being harder. Tomorrow, we're going to continue this journey. So there's a thresher. No, it's just a fish. Guess I'll fight the fish. Got some clean fish bones. I must have just swam right over him. Alright, yeah, and our damage isn't going to be going up because we got one more level, but that speed buff is so important. And then, yeah, I think we looked at the classic. We might as well. We got some time right here as we... Oh, look, there's ore up there, too. I want that. I can. Because remember, we need, 30, 40 ore. I think we need 40. Yeah, to get to the point where we can use some bronze. And then we also have this recipe, which I'm looking forward to, this iron forged breastplate that requires 16 copper bars on its own. And 2 tiger's eye gems, which I actually think I have, and the rough grinding stones. But that's a 196 armor with a 3 strength, 3 stamina. So the buffs would stay the same, but it would be like 30 extra points of armor. So the sooner I can get that, the better, because it's not going to be an upgrade for much longer. As of right now, it would just be an armor upgrade. I'm a little bit annoyed that we got to go turn this in. That means we probably have to do the same thing for the core gem. Makes me kind of want to do the paladin thing next time. I mean the Shadowfang Keep, and then we just save Dead Mines. So we might actually, you know, we might actually get an episode where we have to run Dead Mines. You know, we got a nice carry through Dead Mines for all the quests, but we might actually get one where we get the paladin thing. Who knows? Hard to say. But at least we've connected Ironforge now. Alright, here's this one. So any luck yet? Haha, those ogres didn't get the best of you, did they?
Yup, this is it. Ha! If I'd known you were really gonna head out there and fight some of them ogres, I would have given you a list of things to get instead of just this one thing. But you're not here doing business for me, are you? A deal's a deal. Jordan wanted a shipment of me alloy. That's what he's gonna get. Tell him hello for me and be safe, adventurer.
Alright, so that is a repeatable quest. We've technically finished it now. But I guess in case you drop this quest at some point or you accidentally destroy the ore, you can re-pick it up. So now we have about 10 minutes left, and we'll use that time to start our journey walking towards wetlands. We need to connect Menethil Harbor, so I guess we haven't done that on this account yet. So we'll just, that will probably take us almost the entirety of the 10 minutes to get up there. So what we'll do on the next episode, let's start planning that. We will end up here in Aberdeen, and we'll get this quest, Seeking the Core Gem. So on the next episode, we will walk down Darkshore into Ashenvale and go to the corner where we will have to, one by one, try to isolate and kill Naga. Last time I did it, it took me 3 or 4 kills to get the gem, and I'm hoping that we will have as good luck. From what I read online, that's pretty standard. You do have to kill some satyr, and we are, you know, fringy. We're pretty low level for those monsters with the gem. So then we will have to walk back up. We'll have to walk back up Darkshore and turn it in, which will let us hop back on the boat. So I'm hoping that can all happen in the next episode. Then we'll hop back on the boat. Well, we will also be monitoring. If anybody starts trying to run a Shadowfang Keep, we're going to drop everything and head for that. Dead Mines, it depends where we're at, because that's not as hard to get a group for Dead Mines going. But yeah, so I think we'll, assuming that everything's dead and no one's looking for it, we will we'll go up, we'll go down, get the core gem, go back. So we'll have the 2 non-dungeon ones done, and then we will start making our way through Arathi. We'll stop and get the bandages on the way. The book for bandages. Actually, I don't even know if we really can afford that. Let's see where we're at. Let's see where we're at. I don't. We do need it. We do. We don't necessarily need all the bandage books. If I can't afford that, because that's going to change the cost from 1 gold into like 2 gold. So I don't know that we want to drop 2 gold on all that right now. But maybe. Whereas we can always just kind of come back for it. Let's see where we're at. with money, what kind of loot. I mean, we are going to run dead mines. We're going to probably hit level 22 in this whole process, which is good for skills. We're going to be doing 2 dungeons. Wait, what is that? Copper vein. How do you get up there? I'm not gonna risk dying over it. There are these. This is weird. Just going down, down, down into the wetlands here. Ouchie! We're going down, down. Feeling lonely, depressed. Did your entire guild get murdered and now you want revenge? You Chia clan. Naruto is so popular. I don't. This is how you know I'm an old man. I just don't really get it. I watched like 2 or 3 episodes. I didn't like hate it or anything, but maybe I'd have to watch it with like a different kind of mentality, because I was watching it when my son was probably like 8 or 9 or 10, and I was like, hey, let's try this. This is a popular show, and we watched 2 or 3, and they lean into the sexy jutsu in the first few episodes a lot, where there's like basically naked women just covered by like their hair and steam, and the guy's nose is shooting out of his blood when he sees him every time, and I was just like, nah, for my 9-year-old or whatever he was, it's a little too much. So I was watching it more also with this constant like dad lens. It's like when I listen to music in the car, like I'm predominantly, I mean, I'll listen to every kind of genre. It depends what mood I'm in, but one of the most common ones I listen to is rap. But I can't listen to it with my son, because then I'm constantly like flinching every time an F-bomb is dropped or something inappropriate is dropped that you just said. So it saps from the whole experience. Alright, so we've only got a few minutes to go. Like I said, I think we can get up at least into Menethil. Maybe not even take the boat, but at least we can get the flight path and just park our butts in an inn, get some rested XP until tomorrow. But we did the whole test of valor, and we got one of our 4 ingredients. And yeah, we're just going to continue to look into getting the others. I don't mind going hearthstoning to dead mines. If I see a dead mines group get going on the next episode, we can do that. We can break off. But it depends where we're at in our core gem hunting. If I see a Shadowfang Keep, because it's so much rarer for Alliance, I'll break off whatever I'm doing and be like, yep, I'm on my way. Hopefully, I mean, yeah, so there's pros and cons. Really, I don't need any full dungeon runs for either. I just need help getting into Shadowfang Keep. Into the courtyard, which you could almost convince yourself that maybe you could solo it. The problem is when you get into that courtyard, ooh, there's some stuff in there. You have to be able to handle 2 at once. And you can't be like waiting an hour in between each kill. Because they will eventually respawn. But if you can handle 2 at once, and I don't even know that we could. 2 like werewolves, for instance. Don't know that we could at this level, because you can constantly run out of the dungeon to reset, because we're not going very deep into the dungeon. And especially now that we're getting this, we have this 4% speed buff. That's nice. And once it's at 8%, it'll be even nicer. And then I don't know where we'll go after that. I did kind of want to look as we were running. So we have a choice between, it'll be a choice between working on conviction or going back and giving the final blessing. Oops, I ran off. But conviction is crit chance. That's way better. I'd much rather give myself 3 points in that. And then... or 2 points in that. And then there is nothing here. So this is where we would give 3 more points. Oh, that's the consecration aura. Increase the melee attack power of the Crusader, yeah, which I don't care about the melee attack power bonus, but and the holy damage increase. That part's nice. So basically we'll give to get through this tier, we'll give 3 more points of conviction. We'll do a point of blessing of might, and then we'll have to come back and give a point to blessing of the Crusader, which will then open up this tier where we'll get Sanctity Aura, which increases the holy damage. That's pretty nice. That's better than Ret Aura, so that will make it to where we're never going to use Ret Aura again. And I will pick that. And then, actually, overall, two-handed weapon spec is probably pretty solid, too. So, they're both. And then, again, we would give 1 more point to this Seal of the Crusader back there. Then all 5 points of physical and holy damage after getting a crit. And then Repentance, which is like a sleep. Yeah. It essentially gives you another kick, which also you can stack with the Seal of Command, so it gives you a second like rope-a-dope combo. Not to mention it gives you another interrupt. But if you time it just right, you could hit him with that. And then hit him with the Judgment immediately. One, bam, bam. This one's a little better because you don't have to worry about anybody knocking them out of the stun. Alright, so we were right there. A couple minutes longer than I wanted. And then, yeah, then after that, I believe there's some holy... They have protection. I like the hit cap build a little better. So what's different? Oh, the difference in the hit cap build is they give 1 more point to that. So they actually do go back and give the extra point to Benediction. Okay, so I want to go get the flight path here and then go into the inn, and that's where we will finish this one. We've started a nice journey. I thought that was a real chest. Playing with my emotions. Okay, so now we have a connection also. That's important in case we do have to immediately respond to the call for Shadowfang Keeper or Dead Mines. We now have a connecting flight.
Where would you like to fly to?
This area.
See you around.
But let's go ahead and get into the inn here. Should have honestly put a... Drop my heart. So no, I forgot it. I don't do that. All right, cool. There we go. So we have another episode in the pipe, 5x5. I appreciate you all so much for watching and for listening. Thanks, everybody. Have a great Mother's Day, and we'll see you next time on more of Warcraft.